Hello Focus fam, welcome back to FPL Focus, and it's that time again. It's time to focus on our FPL teams, this time for Game Week 26. Please do remember, smash that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get 10 likes on the video, and let's get into it. So here we are Focus fam, this is my team lineup for Game Week 26. Obviously we're in the midst of double Game Week 25 still, with Arsenal, Liverpool assets still to play. So hoping that they can pay off big, especially with Bukayo Saka captaincy. Let me know in the comments below how you're getting on this game week. Are you smashing it? Are you high on the points? I love to hear all that stuff. So starting in goal for Game Week 26. The most disappointing goalkeeper in the league at the moment, it's Ederson. Man City keep losing that clean sheet, and I'm tearing my hair out when he does that. As I've said before in previous videos, you may know, he's going to be leaving when I do use my wildcard chip. So we'll go into the defence. Tarkowski against Forest. Should be a good game there for him. Maybe he could get up for a set piece. That's what I'd like to think anyway. Robertson getting bonus points last game week, so absolutely over the moon with him on set pieces, very attacking, but Liverpool lacking that clean sheet. I'm not convinced or sold yet. They've had a nightmare season, let's be honest. Took a gamble on the Liverpool assets, and Fulham's win last night against Leeds now means that Liverpool will blank in 28, but do bear in mind that they will double in 29, albeit quite a tricky double for Liverpool. So that's something to consider if you're using your free transfers. Next up in the defence, Reece James against Leeds. Fulham spanked them last night in that cup. So I'd like to think Chelsea can sort it out. Obviously, they're in a bit of disarray at the moment. Potter has got a minefield of players, a big, talented pool of players to pick from, but it's about getting the right positive lineup for him. But Reece James got a few minutes under his belt now, and I'm hoping to see something more positive from him. If I'm being really honest, he looked a bit negative, not really getting forward in the last game like he usually does in other lineups and formations. Under Potter, he's trying to get there, but he's not getting the 1-2s to then beat his man and get into the crossing position, which he's normally so deadly and good at. Or even when he does do that, he normally cuts in and then fires a goal from distance. But we're just not seeing that at the moment. A bit of a concern. Just hoping that he can turn it around and Chelsea get going. Now, in the midfield, Odegaard, Saka, Salah and Leon Bailey remain Arsenal assets I'm happy with. Bournemouth at home. Nketiah up front as well will be the same. But Gabriel Jesus has been pictured in training. He looks like he's doing a lot of ball work with the football. So hopefully he'll be back as an Arsenal fan. But from an FPL point of view, I need Nketiah to be playing. But Nketiah was rested last game. Arsenal played Trossard up front, who did pretty well, to be fair. Gives Arsenal that extra option and movement back in from the midfield and back up front. Something that Eddie doesn't necessarily do. Eddie tracks back well, but not in a midfield sense and setting off attacks and passes. So something to watch, but I'd expect Eddie possibly to start again. I don't think we're going to rush Gabriel Jesus back just yet. So hopefully he plays, comes back and can get a goal against Bournemouth. I think that'll do him the world of good. And then Bailey against Everton. I'll get a better idea tonight, obviously, how Everton perform against Arsenal. Aston Villa are playing all right under Emery, if you ask me. So hopefully I see something creative there from Bailey. Mo Salah's Mo Salah. We know he's on penalties, but he's not as much of an Egyptian king as he was last season. Man United is a tough fixture. Credit to United, they've played well this season. So it could be a possibility that I do jump off of Salah again, but then I can't go to KDB because both them big hitting assets both blank in that game week 28. Mitrovic up top, he will blank in that game week 28, and he's possibly going to be the man that is going to leave my team. Brentford next. Not the most easiest team to play, but Fulham are on a bit of a high after their FA Cup result. Hopefully he could do something, but I am thinking out of the whole team, I'd like to take him out looking ahead for the blank game week. Nketiah we talked about. Erling Haaland is Erling Haaland. He had a rest yet again, so he'll be ready to fire. Newcastle at home, definitely a captaincy option this week, but I'm looking at the weaker fixture against Bournemouth for Arsenal. They're at home. If they want to win this league, they're going to have to go for it. For me, Saka remains captaincy. Erling Haaland, great shout. Newcastle, can they dig their heels in? Can they frustrate Man City? We've seen them do it before. You've heard Ten Hag's comments about how Newcastle like to time waste. So we'll see how that goes. But I'd expect City to win still. So we'll now go on and have a look at my possible transfer this week. So let's go over and do that now. So this is where I am weighing up my one free transfer for this game week. Guys, get in the comments. Do you have any free transfers? Do you have 2 free transfers? What moves will you be making? So yeah, my move potentially João Felix here of Chelsea, priced at just 7.6 and he's only 3.9% owned. Only has 1 goal this season at Chelsea, looking to gel and really get things going under Potter. I've been watching him quite closely and I am impressed by his play. When he was at Atletico Madrid were that defensive team. He had to dig in and do his work. You can still see that in his play, but you can see that he's enjoying his freedom a bit more for Chelsea. I think goals will be coming. And when I look at a double game week 29, Aston Villa and Liverpool, as I've said earlier, Liverpool shouldn't be a red fixture to me this season. I think they're absolutely everywhere. Klopp is really trying to get them back on track, but I'm not quite buying it. Can Potter turn things around and get things going? I think João Felix could be the way. If you weren't to go for João Felix, you could possibly look at the likes of Ollie Watkins, although Aston Villa do have a tough double game week as well. For me though, Aston Villa, Chelsea, I see goals in that game and I do feel João Felix is due. But if we get on him early this game week, I'm going to take Mitrovic out. Leeds at home, I think it's absolutely perfect. Watching Leeds in that FA Cup game against Fulham, it's got to be a great chance for him. An XG of 1.8 so far and an XA of 0.4. That does show me that really when he does get a chance, he goes for it. I've watched him a lot and I like that he gets his shots away. He's come very close to some exquisite finishes. It's just a matter of time, I feel. So this is who I'm going for. Let me know who you're going for. And please guys, if you have enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It all does help. Thank you for watching, Focus fam. Take care.